it. So this is going to be Star Center behind the ship, the Greycat MDC. I'm pretty sure this is the one we saw at the IAE hall. We didn't know what it was. We never saw it before. They didn't say anything about it, just put it in the hall. So this is the behind the ships for that.
Earlier this year at Invictus, we introduced the Greycat MTC, which is the first in a family of ground vehicles from Greycat. The MTC was designed as this sort of utilitarian, all-purpose rover-style vehicle that allows two players to just bomb around the battlefield, exploring, storage on board for whatever they need, and then as well having mission storage boxes on the back. So really, it was a ground vehicle capable of doing the majority of our ground.
The only problem with ground vehicles in Star Citizen is the fact that there's not much utility for them. I would love to see more utility because, like, the only thing I can think of using them for is the mercenary missions where you go to do a bounty, a high-risk threat, and it's like in an enemy zone, so you can't go there with your ship because the turrets are going to shoot you. Apart from that, there's not much reason for me to actually use these things.
Vehicle roles. And today we're introducing the MDC, which is your Mobile Defense Center.
Damn, Mobile Defense Center, MDC. And look at that. It's a literal point and defense cannon, man.
The MDC is the ultimate ground support vehicle that you can take into battle.
You can change the types?
It's designed to give you that little bit extra protection.
Nah, the fact that it shoots on its own
to support your team.
The first thing you're going to notice when you see the MDC is the PDT on the back. And Point Defense Turret.
Turret, okay.
The PDT itself is new. It's a ballistic Gatling version of the existing bearing point defense turrets we have.
It's a ballistic version.
Obviously, being a ballistic, it has finite ammo, so this will need to go back to a location to
reload. So you have
to
restock it.
The trade-off for that is that it has an increased alpha damage, so it is more useful against shielded and armored targets.
Oh.
So the reason we decided to put a PDT on a ground vehicle was because when you have events like Jumptown, and people
What is Jumptown? I've only seen one video about Jumptown. What is Jumptown? Everybody's talking about Jumptown. Where is it? What is it? When is it going to come back then? Like, I want to do this thing.
In their ships and getting other bits and pieces, you're very vulnerable to attack, giving them a different means to actually defend themselves, or if they're on their own.
Oh,
the PDT on the MDC is swappable. So that means you can have the missile variant, the Gatling variant,
laser,
and the laser variant.
So you can have all of them. So it's like, why were they hyping up the fact that it was a ballistic thing if you can just take it off anyway?
The missile and the laser variant is now available in 4.4 within in-game stores.
You can buy it in-game.
Driving the MDC around is very much like driving the MTC around. Its handling is almost identical. It's capable of getting to places the MTC is capable of getting, and can be carried in the same sort of vehicles as the MTC. But whilst you're driving around, the PDT is automatically engaging threats against you as a player.
Yeah.
Whether that's incoming ordnance or ships.
Oh, so if someone's trying to blow you up, it blows it out of the sky.
It's also very useful as a base defense mechanism.
Base defense mechanism. Did you hear that, y'all? Base defense mechanism. So when crafting comes in, when it's time to craft, this is going to be your base defense mechanism. Oh my God, I'm gonna have like 5 of these things, bro.
You can park this vehicle up, leave it there, and then it will continue the same role of defending against targeted ordnance and ships whilst you're outside the vehicle.
Oh, it's new, okay. But imagine okay. I thought they were going to give us actual access to build turrets at our base, but they're making you get a vehicle that has a turret to be your base defense turret.
The exterior is a mix between utilitarian and minimalistic. We wanted to find good balance between those.
The MXC is a really nice chassis to work with. We thought about the different variants when we were designing the base chassis, and I think it lends itself really well. It kind of leans into that military idea. They don't want to be making everything from scratch. They want parts to be serviceable, they want them to be interchangeable. We've tried to keep the overall silhouette of the vehicle and its overall size as close to the main chassis as we can, but then when it jumps into action, the turret lifts up on this big platform.
Yeah, I like moving parts. When you see moving parts with like turrets and things, it's nice, it looks good, it's good.
Very strong, and it gives a little bit greater visibility, not only of the sky, but also of the surrounding area. You can see the engineering that's gone into it, and I think it's really successful in conveying what its purpose is.
got
The
guns
interior is
locker.
based on the teenage engineering design, rounded corner and bolt buttons.
As soon as you walk in, on the rear wall, it's all of the components. So everything you need
There's
to
not
make
a
a
lot of
vehicle
space,
drive,
though.
everything you need to make the vehicle function.
My favorite part of interior is those two weapon rack next to each other, and just open the door, access to weapon
Yeah,
rack,
weapons
get
right
the
away.
gun and go back.
You've got your fire extinguisher, and then you're straight into the cockpit,
Okay,
straight
look.
into driving it.
If this thing gets injured to the part where you need a fire extinguisher, it should just blow up. Because at the end of the day, this is a small ass vehicle. It should just actually blow up.
Around and blowing things up.
I can definitely see these being used a lot within the universe, especially at things like Jump Town style events or the DMR rally, where there's
Them saying these things, it's like, is there going to be some stuff coming that they just haven't said anything about? Because they're saying this like at Jump Town style events. They know something that we don't know.
always a threat of incoming ships ruining everyone's fun, or causing everyone's fun. I suppose it depends what side you're on.
It's my first ship vehicle that I worked on it from scratch, and really amazing concept from Sam.
I really have a good time designing it and finding ways
Yeah,
of
nah,
putting everything
The
together.
fact that it's autonomous just makes
Making
it that
everything
much
fit.
better.
and worked within the constraints of the vehicle.
This is the
Just
second
makes it
vehicle
so
in the
much
family
better.
that we're showing, and I think you can see that commonality between the two existing
Yeah, they look
ones.
very,
And
very
it just adds that
similar.
extra utility, which I think is very useful.
Bruh, when base building comes in, best believe I'm gonna be roaming around one of these, finding a base spot. When I find a base spot, this could be my defense. Oh, nah, it's gonna be lit.
And we're off to the MFC next year for crafting.
Oh my
It's
days,
for someone
bro.
that wants to take those extra few steps just to ensure that something's looking out for them, that something's protected.
Yeah, solo
So what
players.
happens to the person who
Solo players.
gets 30 of these and lines the top of their 890 jump with them?
That person feels really safe.
You can put these on your ship and then they will shoot for you out of your... Wait, imagine you put this in the front. Imagine you put like 6 or 7 of them in the front of a freaking Idris. And they just shoot out. They're like, oh my goodness. No, please. This would be devious. No, if you do this, this is devious. How do you get stopped if you do that? Who stops you if you do this? They just gave everybody ideas, bro. We know what you'll do with it. They know what we're gonna do with it. Nah, that is actually legendary. That is not a bad vehicle at all. When they released the what is called the MTC, I really liked it, but I was like, the fact that you have to go into the turret and whatnot, it didn't feel like, and you have to control the turret, it was like, it's a little bit of an extra thing. There's not much utility in it. But if this is actually built for self-defense, which like defending itself, this might actually make sense. This might make sense for you, because sometimes, you know, you'll be at a bunker or whatever. Those bunkers I was talking about when you go and do the HRTs. And there's ships coming in. People spawn a bounty mission. It spawns above you, shooting your ship. If you have a big enough ship to put this in and you just park it somewhere, it would literally protect your ship, which is not bad at all. I do not find that bad. That's actually a really nice vehicle. The Aegis has 11? Yeah, 11 plus more, bro. That's actually crazy. But nah, it is a nice vehicle. I ain't gonna lie about that.